Welcome back to another episode, a totally different episode for once. We are doing stuff differently on a regular basis here. So honestly, I just turned on the cam. I had a slight idea where we might go with this back in the car 5 minutes ago while driving home. I got this idea talking about my solo project that I'm pretty proud of, because basically it's something that I can fool around with. To empty my thoughts and senses, basically. It's not as metal as you want it to be, probably, if you're following this channel, but it is very heavy at its core. As you know probably by now, I'm a big fan of post-rock instrumental stuff, shoegaze inspired things. So basically, a few years back, I thought, why not try something of your own, basically. And I quickly discovered, damn, writing music with no musical theory. I don't have any musical theory. Whatever I do with these things here is by ear or tabs. So writing music was very, very new for me and unheard of, basically, over the last 25 years, I think. 23 years, actually, that I have never thought of writing my own stuff. And as it happened a few years back, during the pandemic, obviously, or just coming out of the pandemic, a good friend of mine decided to, she wanted to play bass, basically, bass guitar. And I had a bass guitar. I was not very good at it, even though you can see some hanging there. But things changed, right? So anyway, so I borrowed the bass. I gave it a bass, and we just fooled around with some ideas, some notes, some very simple things. And it quickly turned into, the first project that I've ever been part of, a band called Lente, which means spring in Flemish or Dutch. And that was just, I think, these 3 to 4 months where we were very active in terms of music writing were intense for me, because I was not prepared for the trouble of basically mixing everything except drums and stuff, because we did not have any drums or drum simulators back then. And it's tough, man. Writing music, I have way more respect now for anyone who is writing their own music and producing their own music than I've ever had before. So in any case, we started this thing. We recorded a bunch of songs, an EP, even a record. We sadly didn't tour because we thought, okay, this was just an idea. We had to get rid of it. We wanted to keep it, again, very simple, very organic, so to speak, and very, very honest. That was, I think, the most important part. Was we had to be honest with ourselves. This project was a massive, massive step up for me personally. I think for her as well, it opened way more doors in terms of her ideas and whatever she wanted to do later on. She's a classically trained pianist, by the way. I'm just a dude who likes to play guitar and heavy stuff. So again, totally different worlds. So, but because of this project, that's actually why I'm going back in time a bit. Because of this famous project, I could not stop writing music. I wrote a bunch of stuff that I'm not particularly fond of by now, because guess what? I have some new things in the pipeline. I have a new record coming out on June 20th this year. I'm freaking stoked about it. I worked my freaking ass off over the last 7 months, because in this particular sense, I'm a control freak. I like to have like everything on the one hand. I don't know how to explain it. For those out there who know solo projects and who have worked on their own before, they know what I mean. It's very comforting to be in control, at least for me. So I have a new record coming out. It's called Memora. It's heavy post-rock instrumental stuff. Synth, let's call it synthwave. There's a lot of synthwave going on there. Very organic, very natural in terms of the ideas and flows and everything. Is it professional? Goddamn no, it is not. Everything got done here in this thing. It is freaking honest. It means quite a lot to me, actually more than it was meant to be, because I was not ready to write anything, basically. It just, as most of the time it happens, you write a song, an idea, and it turns into something that you actually like, and you continue, and you continue even more, and then you come to this famous crossing point of, yeah, where do I go from here? It's called writer's blockade, or whatever you want to call it. And that took me by surprise. I was not aware of this syndrome. It is freaking horrible. You have no idea what to do. And I think the easiest term that I can think of is just let it go, as Elsa used to sing in Frozen, right? You just let it go and you just ignore it for a while and it will come back to you like a boomerang, basically. And that's exactly what happened. So in less than, from this day onwards, basically by the time I'm recording this, I've been done with the record for 1 month now. A lot of like pre-stuff still going on. I'm actually working on a video. I hope I get it done before this will release. Fingers crossed. If not, it will drop later on, whatever. Again, I want to keep it as simple and as lo-fi as possible, but putting in a lot of effort and I think also quality in terms of what you get. Again, it's far from being professional. Does it have to be? I don't think so, because that's not who I am. I like to be organic, and I like to be honest with myself, and yeah, just enjoy the struggle, basically. So again, it's coming out June 20th. I'll put everything in the link below, so you can actually check it out and maybe let me know what you think, because I'm pretty curious. There's not too much going on in this country in terms of instrumental stuff. We have some bands, obviously. I don't think I will want to like tour or starting up a band with this thing, because it was never meant for that. It was just for me. I had to get rid of this. This was all these ideas that you will hear on the record, and I'll put some songs in the background, or maybe at the ending as well. They were stuck in there for quite some time. No clue why, no clue how, but they were there. The ideas, they just came and they went. They had to go, and it turned out to become these 7 songs. 7 songs of emotionally heavy post-shoegaze synth thing, whatever you want to call it. You can't put a label on it. I think it's too vast. I'll just name a few bands that obviously inspired me over the last decade or so. A lot. Totally random again. I mean, for those 80s nerds out there, who does not know Mike Oldfield? Has nothing to do with metal, but this man is a genius. Seriously underrated as hell. So I got a lot of inspiration from several songs of him. There's Holy Fawn in there. There's Slow Crush, obviously. I love Slow Crush again. What else we have there? Well, a lot of things. Emerald Webb as well. A very early synthwave 80s band that I adore. So all of this ideas, melodies got mixed together in these 7 songs. And again, they mean a lot to me. I will probably put them away by now, because I have to get like some space now between me and the record. So I thought it would be a nice idea to talk about the process of, and even though I'm not a professional, it's already tough as it is for me to like process all these things now and see where this is going and how to handle the record, basically. One thing in particular though, especially the last song is called Ocean Lullaby. And it's basically an homage, a tribute to my first band, so this Lente project, because the first few notes that we were writing together are featured in the song. It means a lot to me, and I hope that you will come to find some emotional value in these 7 songs. I'm seriously stoked to hear what you think about it. I promise next few episodes will be a bit more heavier, as we used to like to do things here, heavy music. But again, who said that emotional music can't be heavy? So with that said, check out whatever I'm putting in the link below, and yeah, see you for the next episode in who knows what time. So until then, cheers.